What's up, Aquarius? This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising Aquarius. Y'all spread it's still gonna be a Celtic cross spread, but you know, I'm not gonna give it that much of my energy till we get them views up. I don't know. Me and Aquarius, they don't vibe really good. And then I got nothing but Aquarius around my life. I got an Aquarius moon. A lot of my family and friends is Aquarius. So listen, it's kind of like y'all my air sign, kin folks. But somehow we just don't vibe on these readings. But I'm not finna give it all my energy like that. But here we go. All right, I have the Chariot. All right, y'all successfully moving forward with your life in a new direction. It's going good. Even your health is looking better. Be careful going on to the future because I do feel like you may be having some issues with your car. Maybe you're having some health issues. I do feel like somebody may be going in an ambulance or something like that. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of scary. I got like this vibrational energy. Is kind of weary. It's kind of taking me back. The Chariot being crossed with what? The Page of Pentacles. Somebody may move towards you, towards the future, move towards you with a business opportunity, maybe a new way to get some things off the ground. Maybe you're looking to studying or researching different things. Maybe you're also looking into astrology towards the end of the month of September. But I feel like it's new things going forward in your life and you're going to be venture off. You may be also moving forward with the Cancer or the Capricorn towards the Virgo. You guys are moving forward to a great direction or a great destiny. Also, it feels like maybe you may either if you're not going to school, Aquarius, then you may be this could be giving your child a new opportunity, like private school or something, right? Or maybe like some tutoring. Maybe you're gonna find the resources or gather the money to get your child some type of tutor, or some type of private person to come help your child with their study, and that's going to be very rewarding. All right, then what's crowning you? I have the Four of Pentacles. Let's see. For some of you, you're moving in towards the right direction. But the thing is this. It's telling you, not the tarot, but the universe is saying, hey, if you're looking to expound or expand with your finances, what you need to do, you need to get up and study. You're going the right direction. But if you know you need maybe like some overtime, or if you need to balance or budget your finances a little bit better. If you know you're taking trips and you going here and there with your finances and you can't really afford it when you come back home, like you're still struggling with the rent or the mortgage or something when you get back, then you need to cut back on that. If you need to go to school to get you got an associate degree right now, but you need to get your bachelor's degree, then that's what you need to go ahead and do. So it's time to go ahead and journey off and do what what's right in order for you to get the finances, because right now you may be living too much above your means. And number two, with the Four of Pentacles here, you may be in a relationship due to just more status and wealth, quid pro quo, then instead of having real love there, right? So you may be in a relationship that's based off financials and looks, like you got this keeping up. Either you're keeping up with the Joneses or you're trying to be the Joneses outside to the world, and you don't have the finances to do it. And then number two, the love may not even be there successfully. Okay, so that's what the tarot is saying to me, or what the universe is telling me. What's in what's in your foundation? The sun. Yay, brighter days are here to come. Okay, so look forward. Like I said, you're moving in a successful direction. But just go ahead and properly budget your finances right now. That's what you need to do. Properly strategize. If you're living beyond your means right now, cut back just a little bit. It's okay to cut back every now and then. We ain't saying take a whole year off, but it could be some things you can manipulate here to help you get to where how you're trying to live. If you're trying to live like that, like it's summertime all the time, like you're going to take a trip when the wintertime comes. What you trying to do? When the wintertime comes, you're going to go and take you a trip on one of those Carnival cruise. And you can't afford it, but you're going to come back and take and give all these pictures on social media or something. I don't know. But however your life feels right now, it's just kind of saying the universe is saying, hey, we're not saying y'all need to fall back completely. But it's some things you can change here to make your life a little bit more sustainable, sustain. My goodness, let me pause. All right. So let's see what's in your past. I have the Five of Wands. And then what's in your future? I mean, what's in front of you? I have the Three of Swords. All right. Once again, for some of y'all who is trying to keep up with these Joneses, or you're trying to be the Joneses, or if you're trying to live some type of celebrity lifestyle and you know that your finances is not in the account, it's not in the bank account, it's not in the savings, and you know maybe it's tapping into your savings, because for some it's tapping into your savings because you're trying to live very luxurious, you're trying to be happy with what you got going on. And then also it could be somebody took out some money for like a private school, to put their child in. Like maybe you wanted to get a tutor for your child, or maybe you were trying to do something here for your child. And maybe also your child had presented something to you that you did not have in the budget. Like let's say your child wanted to be a cheerleader, or your child wanted to be in a band, or they want to be something in the school that will give them some type of recognition or some type of praise, right? Something in the spotlight. Some of you trying to put your child in the spotlight. Some of you are trying to make your child famous, and that's not what they're saying that you need to do right now. Some of you are trying to really push your child out there in the celebrity world because right now you're broke and you don't have any money, and you think this will be the right strategy to get your child in the industry. And you got some opposer. Your child got a lot of competition. Whoever child this is, your child is going to be in a world full of heartbreak because you're trying to push them and their ambitions way more further than, instead of trying to take the time and get grounded with the celebrity life. You need to slow down off that. But to the others, either you're trying to do something with your child, like private school, tutor, or band camp, or something that your child wants to do, and you don't want to break their heart. So you're going to go ahead and do it anyway because you're having a lot of internal conflicts and about it, because you know that it may make the money or the budget real tight, but it's something that your kid wants to do with school and you just don't have it all right now, and you don't want to break your kid's heart. But don't worry, that situation will work out for you. Now, for the rest of you, just get your money together. And I feel like you're going to if you don't get your money together, you're going to keep taking hits. And that's going to fuck you up mentally. That's not no heartbreak. That's going to F you up mentally. All right, what's in the subconscious mind? I have the King of Wands. What's in your likely near future? I'm sorry. What's in your environment or the people surrounding you? I have the Seven of Swords. Then, what is your hopes and fears? I have the Death card. Wow. And then what's in the likely near future? Or the answer, really, Two of Cups. All right. And then I got the High Priestess as your overall energy. Some of you are starting to use your intuition, or some of you need to use your intuition. And some things that you need to know. You know that some things that you may be holding on to, or some things that's going on with your finances or your budget, you know this is what your intuition is not telling you to do. You know some things that's going on in your life is being bitten up by pride, bitten up by ego, bitten up by what you feel like is the right thing to do, when you know your intuition is telling you something else, or you're trying to live a certain way or above your means or some kind of standard, and your intuition is like, that's not what we're saying. You need to either let go of your pride or your ego. If you're living a certain way and you don't have that in your account, you need to fall back. If you're trying to do something with your child, that's totally fine, because they understand that you're not trying to break the child's heart. So they totally get that. So that's going to be moving forward. But also be a little honest. Like maybe you feel like your kid just don't understand, but your kid will understand when you tell them, no, this time we just can't do it. If you got to tell your kid no, it's kind of like the universe saying it's okay to tell your child no sometimes. Some of y'all be trying to overdo it with giving them the world. That doesn't mean that, because it's pros to cons to everything, because life is a duality. So a lot of people will say, man, I grew up and I didn't have anything, right? And you're not trying to do that for your child. So you may end up doing what? Over giving to your child. And now your kid don't understand the meaning of the word no. You see what I'm saying? So everything comes with its own left and right. Their own polar opposites. Everything comes with their polar opposite. So if you're way too giving to your child, they're spoiled. But if you don't give enough to your child, they become what? Insufficient. So you gotta find what the right balance here. Now for some of y'all, you put an end to some type of situation here, you know. So let's figure it out. All right, so it depends on who it is. Let's see. So let's talk about it. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with a Cancer here. You could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But I gotta see what the Seven of Swords is before I finish up the whole thing. Because somebody put an end to some type of situation. It could be somebody that was fighting over your love, Aquarius. Somebody was fighting over your love, or someone was probably fighting your emotions. But I also feel like you left some of the fighting behind, like you just left it behind, or maybe you're still holding on to the mental aspect of it. Like somebody, you could have loved somebody, but you're hanging on to the mental and the emotional aspects of the relationship, right? But you know, it's a brighter day coming, and that's what you're banking on. You're banking on this foundation. Like, okay, this is something that I do want. I know I want love in my life, or I want a good career in my life. I want my finances to be stable in my life. But what you're probably still doing is hanging on to the mental and the emotional aspect. For example, let's say it was your work job, right? You work it because you know you need the income and you want to leave, but you're afraid what will happen if you do leave. Now, some of you like your job, but it just was not bringing enough income, right? So you're going to leave for another job, but maybe you liked it there so much. The people were great. Your job was real easy. You just needed more money. And now you're still hanging on the mental and the emotional aspect of it. And you're not sure how to really move on. But it will be a brighter day tomorrow. And that's what you're banking on, right? Some of you may be coming out of a situation, or coming out of a bad relationship, or coming out of a relationship that was full of competition. That's why I feel like you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, and it felt like you was competing for that love, or that person was competing for your love, or something with some type of element of competition there. A lot of arguments, or maybe a lot of disagreements, a lot of disputes, right? All you and your partner do is dispute over the finances. So what you end up doing is leaving that situation, you know. But I feel like you're mostly, whoever these Aquarius is, this comes off as so mental. It's not even like, oh, my heart is hurting. It feels like a bad breakup. It just feels like my ego, and I can't never make it up. That's why death here. It feels like the ego, you know, like your pride. You were just biting your pride, or you were biting your ego, or maybe you was the one who wanted to stand tall and not bite your ego and not bite your pride. Because it feels like whatever situation you love, it mostly caused a lot of mental anguish. And that's it. A lot of mental confliction, because maybe you was afraid to move on from this person. Maybe you was afraid what would happen if I leave this person. It could be abandonment issues. Could be some insecurities going on. It could be also some triggers, you know. It could be also the aspect of, once again, it could be that this person was a social status. Like this person was pretty popular, especially you're dating a Leo. You know, this person is very popular, because, you know, Leos, they always shine, right? And everybody knows about Leo. They reign the throne as the zodiac sign. They are the reign. They are the true power. They are powerful, right? And so everybody knows how Leos are. They shine. But maybe this person would just outshine you in the relationship too. Maybe they really outshine you, and that was hurting you on an ego level. And maybe also you were trying to hold on to that, what you call it, that social status, like you really wanted that or something. Maybe you wanted that. Maybe you wanted to be the I don't want to say, Beyonce and Jay-Z. I'm just talking about, okay, like on Facebook or Instagram, you always have like that one couple who is very unique. They stand out. They always color coordinate with their clothes, matching outfits all the time. A lot of people look up to them, or maybe a lot of people see them as a limelight couple. Like, I would love my relationship to be like their relationship, but I'm not trying to say it like on no Jay-Z, Beyonce type status. But you just probably doing a lot of things for show. Like, this is for shine. This is for clout, right? You just clout chasing. But it seems like y'all keep running into. It's not that you're running into problems or running into what a lot of arguments or whatever glitters not gold. Let's say it like that. Like, let's say you guys were put out there on social media all day long, like this is the greatest couple ever. But deep inside in the home, it's like fights, 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 right? And then it's kind of like you did not want to let go because you don't want to let go of this image, right? Keeping up the Joneses, or this person was helping you financially. One person know how to give, the other person don't. And y'all wasn't, but once again, what they always say, no one posts their failures, right? So no one posts their failures, so there's someone here that's posting who they not supposed to be, I know how this saying is. What is that saying? You may be posting what you're not supposed to be. I don't know. I forgot how that saying go. But anyway, what I'm trying to get here with this Three of Swords is that's where the mental anguish come from. It's because you was in a situation to where you know that it was not happily fulfilled. Because where is the passion? I only see 2 cups up here, and that's going to be the answer. That's not no likely near future. That's going to be the answer. Right down here, where is the cups? So where is the love? Maybe when I get to clarifying, I see some love, but I can't even say that because I see deceit. Like, somebody's ready to go. And it seems like y'all maybe in a karmic cycle, or maybe just a cycle. A merry-go-round, a cycle. Like, that's what you're doing. Like, you'll fight at one moment, you'll hold on to the relationship, look for hope the next day, and then it goes back around and around. So you keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's kind of like it's like the word insanity, okay? Going around in circles, or just doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome, because somebody's living by the motto, the sun will come out tomorrow. Like, you're waiting for that change to come, but it's kind of like I was saying, like, yo, you've been ignoring your intuition. Like, you're holding on to something that's not there for you. Because you're afraid that you may lose either some type of public status, or maybe that person makes more money than you or something. I don't know. Y'all, life like that. But a change is going to come. I told you something finna come to an end. Because what? You cannot just keep being on this same merry-go-round for the rest of your life. Because also it's going to bring hindrance not only to your own life, but up to the other person's life. But you'll find out. It seems like this is something that you're about to find out, those Aquarius. 4 of Pentacles being clarified, 10 of Pentacles. So that's a definite long-term relationship. Someone's holding on to a long-term relationship here, looking for either, because that's also a lot to do with financial and status, especially with like this. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. But since it came up right. But somebody looking for the social status, you may be holding on to this traditional belief or traditional mindset, and you don't want to go forward because this is something that you don't want to lose or hold on to. Maybe you do care deeply for that person. No one said that you don't care about that person, but it's something else here that's underneath the surface. Okay, the Chariot being clarified with the 2 of Cups, finally. 2 of Cups. All right. The Sun being clarified with the Knight of Fire. And the 5 of Wands being clarified with the Ace of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Swords being clarified with the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Wands clarified with the Knight. Whoa. I think this is something outside of us. Somebody may be going to war or battle in the month of September or October. somebody, you could have siblings, or you could have a brethren that's in the military, or it could also just be something small like a police academy. Um, it's a lot going on right here, but I'm not gonna get all into it. All I know is someone's either in the police force and they gotta go to, because it could be ICE. That's what I'm thinking about. Like wherever you're at, maybe like the immigrants will be hit by ICE or something like that. Like maybe that's still going on. I feel like Trump is going to say something in the office, and it's going to be something pertaining to the military or something pertaining to the police officials, something pertaining to. But I just know one person out of the family is going to be brokenhearted by that. Like they don't want to do it. Or maybe someone is coming home from the military, someone's coming back home. But it's something pertaining to sending either troops out or maybe some kind of order Trump will put into order. But it's a lot of lies and a lot of manipulation. But it's something Trump is going to say. I don't know. Either Trump's going to say it or something local like your police officials. Something either pertaining locally about the police or something pertaining to something about ICE, or Trump is going to make some type of executive order or something. I don't know, but it's either one of those three things. But I just know someone's going to be hurt, and it's because the message was a lie or something like that. Something was a whole lie. And someone is trying to send the truth. Someone trying to give the truth, but the truth. This kind of reminds me like a Snowden. Like this is a whistleblower. That's it. Someone's trying to be a whistleblower, and someone's trying to tell the truth, but they're going to end up getting caught. It's going to be too late. Somebody wants to be a whistleblower, but it's going to be too late. Seven of Swords being clarified, Seven of Pentacles, the Death card being clarified with the Nine of Wands, the Two of Cups is being clarified with Six of Wands. Let me go ahead and wrap it up. I feel like, no matter what, you're going to be on the pursuit of happiness. I feel like you got something on your mind. You also could just be a manipulative person. I feel like a little bit Aquarius, because this is in your subconscious mind. This is what's hidden from you. What it's telling me is that sometimes you may come off as very brass, or sometimes you come off as very blunt or brutal, like you're here to cut off heads and you're here to stand your ground. We understand you're in a position of power, or maybe you want to feel powerful, but you have the tendency to break people's heart, a lot. It could be some things that you say. It could be some things that you post. It could be some things that your energy gives off. But what it has a tendency to do is push off a lot of people that's surrounding you, that wants to bring you a lot of love, or wants to bring you a lot of compassion. And it just seems like whenever anybody comes and does that to you, it feels like I got to stand my ground. I don't know what kind of triggers or hang-ups you had in your past life growing up, but it may be some issues that you have to work on that. And I'm also just not saying about people surrounding you. It could be some people that's in love with you too, that wants to move forward with you in love, and they always try to present a love to you. Or that could also just be your child. Your child may be trying to present something of love. Like maybe, for example, like your child is asking to play a game with you. Can you play this game with me, or can I show you something on YouTube, or can I show you something on my tablet? And when you come up there, it's kind of like no, but it feels that aggressive when you say no. You could say no in a kind way, but it comes off like that. Like it comes off like woo, like you just attack. That's all you do. That's how your energy comes off, and then it just leaves people brokenhearted. It just leaves them hurt. But I feel like at some point in time, you're going to die to your ego. You're going to die to your pride. Don't try to keep that. I think you're trying to fight to keep from dying. Like maybe you're trying to fight to keep from dying to your old ways, or going from your old self. Like you're so stuck in your ways. I'm going to fight to believe in my old self. you know, but you're not understanding how that pushes people away and it pushes people off, you know. And a lot of people just want to build with you. Maybe that's why you do that. Like, a lot of people want to come in and build with you and grow with you, but then to you, in your eyes, it come off as a lie, or it come off as manipulative, or it comes off as deceit, and you're going to believe what you believe in and see it the way that you see it, and not try to have a different perspective of it, because once again, it's in your subconscious mind, and so this is how you're going to react to it. You're going to continue to react this way to it. When they're really saying is, if you change yourself just a little bit, we're not asking you to do what? Completely die. But it's some things you can change about yourself. And they're saying if you do that, you'll be so happy. You'll be victorious. You'll be seen as someone that people want to go to and work with. It could be a partnership here in your favor. If you open up the door to love, or open up yourself, or open up your mind, you can be very victorious with someone here. Also, it could just be just happiness with yourself. You know, you understanding yourself, coming into knowing thyself, and you'll be more healthier. Mentally, emotionally, you'll be happier. You know, everybody's not here to attack you. It's just a lot of people trying to bring you in loving energy, but you just, the way you see it or the way you view it, it's people trying to manipulate you or do something to you. I don't know. But they're just saying you'll be very successful whatever you're trying to go to or whatever you're trying to strive to. You know, if you're trying to establish something for yourself that you see that will bring you great happiness, you can get it. But you may have to die to your ego, okay? All right, Aquarius. Peace, peace. Pisces, y'all will be last. So sorry. Bye-bye. Deuces.